Okay, awesome. So we're getting both teams in here. SR is completely in. We're going to have one person trailing from Alpha Echelon, but let's see what they're running right now. They're running with Priest, Shaman, so it looks like they're waiting for their third healer to join this game. We got Lenny Druid on FC. He's a well-known player from the free-to-play bracket alongside Mary and Folders, also as Shaman Pow, so definitely got some free-to-play players involved in this tournament, as well as Swag God TKO, I believe, plays in the 2029 bracket as well, so different looks here for Alpha Echelon, but coming together to play in the 19 bracket, where skill ratio is pretty much held down the 19 bracket for a really long time on the US servers, is one of, if not the top guild for numerous years. They're running a pretty standard comp for what they like to run. They run with 2 Resto Shamans, Disc Priest Healer, Resto Druid FC, and then they run with Boomkin, BM, Arms Warrior, the Hunter, and the Warlock. So they like running with that Destruction Warlock for the extra pressure in mid, and then they have Moran coming in as the final player on a Rogue. Okay, I think both teams are going to... I believe we're going to carry out this game here.
Yeah, I think we're going.
Yep, and their last player just came in, so going to be going here in midfield. Now, one thing to watch for a lot of you guys that are new to the 19 Twink scene and getting ready to the meta, what you can expect in the early play of the game is both teams' Resto Druid FCs are going to go off in stealth right now, as we're looking at Dark Chewy and Lenny Druid going off in stealth on the sides. And look for a mid-clash here. Both teams are going to clash in midfield, try to get themselves some positional advantage on the other team's base to get their FC out. And actually, Dark Chewy getting sapped out here on the side. Watch and see if we can get some sort of an opener right now, but he is pretty safe at this point. He's behind lines. No one else is going to be able to push over there because, look, they've just got a midfield advantage. They just pushed up really far into Alpha Echelon. In the meantime, we got Tita for Alpha Echelon going in on You're Dead really hard, trying to push damage, but they're not going to land it, and Akumara goes down for Alpha Echelon, so they're down to Boomkin, and they're trying to push the Resto Shaman right now. Damage going into him. They're going to be able to keep everyone up for the moment. So Alpha Echelon down a midfield DPS. They're trying to cause some sort of havoc for skill ratio, but they've got great positioning right now in skill ratio. Not in a lot of pressure right now.
Yeah, they're great teammate at the moment. And Shui's going to have this pick. It's going to be no problem at all. So, we'll need to see some plays from Lenny Druid and see if he can stay alive for as long as possible to help his team.
Absolutely, and he's already met by Agent Grizzle contesting that because they've got that early midfield advantage. He's trying to heal himself here, but he's really low already. Grizzle popping his defensives early to put damage out onto Lenny Druid, and I believe he gets a proc at some point, so he's trying to heal himself here. The Blood Elf Silence going into him. He pops AGM. He's at 93 health. The War Stomp going out. He's got him so low. Can he get the kill? He's at 200 health. He's going to go down. Agent Grizzle with the return, and he actually dies from the dots. What a really close encounter there to finish off that return. One thing to watch here is you would think that this is a free cap, but we actually have Defias X who is in position to get the pick, but Moran is also very much nearby the scene. I think they'll be able to stop him, but let's see what happens here in the tunnel. Full sap on Shui. He's going to trinket display, so that's going to be a cap for sure.
Yeah, yeah. What we really need to see now for Echelon is that they saw a regroup here on Graveyard and managed to just get one counter kill and then push off that. But it's a struggle there.
Yeah, they just need something to try to, push out the GY, but right now they're really getting contained hard, and a lot of damage here from skill ratio. They're not afraid to oppose the enemy team's GY. They're going to go for the win. They're going to be ruthless about it. So Pizza getting up there in cat form, doing damage on some of the front line here. Folders looks like a great target here for skill ratio. At half health, the War Stomp going out on him, and he's going to just drop down. So skill ratio pretty much dominating the GY right now, and they're keeping their team intact in midfield. This gives them position on the map. They've got position on the GY. They control the player movement for Alpha Echelon, and at this point, it puts a lot of pressure on the Stealthies from Alpha Echelon to get this pick. But one thing we can see them changing in their strategy right now, which I really like, is they're sending both Stealthies with Lenny Druid right now for this pick. That's a great job and a great in-the-moment decision to make something happen here while their team's getting farmed.
Yeah. They have understood that Dark Shoe is he will get out to, so they just need to do something that creates a little bit of pressure from getting the flag yourself and basically planning an army of common assist.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, right now you can see skill ratio's got full control. One thing that, you know, skill ratios, they're paying attention. They know what's going on. They know that these stealthies haven't been accounted for a while. And right now we see the Boomkin and the Rogue in stealth here on the ramp, lurking near the FC, and Dark Chewy and Grizzle are sitting midfield. They have an idea what's going on here. They realize that there's people missing in midfield. And Grizzle's right now gonna pull out the Rogue, so Defias got caught out, and Moran instantly gimps him with Grizzle there. The kill goes down. They've got 4 people now looking for this FC. They've got a healer out of midfield. They got the Hunter and the Rogue. One thing to watch is we do have Akumara going for Dark Chewy, but he's going to get caught out by Zirin, so all the Stealthies now down for Lenny Druid, so Lenny's all by himself again at this point. And really, that's, you know, a mistake on Alpha Echelon's end, because they've got to realize, hey, we got to protect our FC. That's the most important thing right now. And you're leaving Lenny in a really crummy situation where he has to pretty much defend himself now against 4 people. It's unrealistic. He's going to go down here at some point. He's holding off on the roof as long as he can. Their team's still having trouble getting out of the GY. Grizzle's going to meet him here, coming out of second floor. He's bear forming the damage, but he's got no one to run to. Dark Chewy at 2400 health. He's going to be fine. There's no one there that can seriously contest him. He does go out to ramp here, so he kind of jukes the team. He's got 1300 health. He's looking to push out mid, but he instantly gets gimped by Moran, and with the displacer down, that's a cap here for skill ratio. But personally, a good individual effort there by Lenny Druid. I felt like he did a great job stalling for his team, but he wasn't. He needed his Rogue and Boomkin to be on the same page there to buy him some time, be able to be a little more synergized. During that transition there as well, I should mention that Alpha Echelon, due to skill ratio taking 4 out of midfield there, they were able to push up, get some more presence in midfield. So you can see that they're contesting now pretty much at full strength. They're waiting for Defias to get a res here as he does that. So with 8 minutes to go, it's 2-0 to skill ratio. Alpha Echelon has got to look to push up on this base right now. Them stalling at this point doesn't help their cause. They've got to be the aggressor. They got to look to push in, cause some havoc. Dark Chewy going for the stealth right now. Near tunnel, looking like he's going to get pretty much a free pick, because at this point we see that Swag God is playing mid, and as the only hunter, like, he's pretty much committing to midfield. So look for Alpha Echelon to try to land some kills here. We got the Warrior going in really hard, looking for some sync damage onto Your Dead. The charge goes out and a lot of damage, but Your Dead is waddling back. If they can swap the damage onto some healers right now, skill ratio's healers are really stacked, but the Warrior kill going in, and they also land a Hunter kill. 2 down in midfield. Brew, the BM is going down. Look for this game to just snowball into a win for skill ratio, because they've lost all their front line. Skill ratio's pushing up very hard, doing a lot of damage, and they're just getting full control of this mid at this point. And I mean, that's where we talk about teams overextending. Skill ratio has so much knowledge and experience just playing within the meta that they realize the Warrior extends, they land that kill, they land a Hunter kill simultaneously, and with 2 people down, they're going to capitalize with people being out of mid. Defias X here, trying to stall for his team. He's got full saps on Dark Chewy, so there's not much more he can do. Lenny Druid's in a position where he does have the pick. He's probably going to go roof, but Grizzle already contesting him on him. He's going for the stop and heal here, so Lenny Druid trying to kill Grizzle, but Moran's opening with him too, and he's just going to go down. Dark Chewy's going to run up the tunnel here. Going to be a 3-0 game for skill ratio. I like some of the looks that Alpha Echelon had, trying to send the Rogue Boomy, but they just didn't apply it correctly. They've got to have some different looks. You've got to play a little more defensively to secure that your FC's safety is not compromised. So recapping that game, skill ratio dominating midfield. it looks like Oi, the warrior for them alone, had more kills than the entire team of Alpha Echelon. And in this case, damage also speaks the same as killing blows, where we talk about sometimes damage and killing blows don't relate. Well, skill ratio had the whole package. They dominated in mid. They were able to contest objectives after that. So a 2-0 win here for skill ratio in the series.